Hey y'all, so today is February 2nd, and as you can see, it is snowing out, and it's snowing a lot. We're in the middle of a winter storm that's supposed to last through tomorrow evening, although that could change.
Guys, the ducks are playing outside in the snow. What is this? Aren't they cute? Oh my goodness. So cute.
It's a beautiful day today. Overcast, but it stopped snowing. It's so quiet. So while I was taking pictures, all of the chickens started moving over to this side because they think I have food. And it's not weird at all that they're looking at me right now. Not at all. Not at all. Yeah, let's go. So, I cleared some space for a couple of, it's not really an unboxing because I've already opened the box, but I decided to gear up and upgrade some of the stuff that I had. So this backpack that I bought, and I'll put everything in the description box, but I was looking for a backpack that was anti-theft because a lot of the sourcing materials for my online store, Hey Red Shop, requires me to travel a bit. Some parts of Indiana have been better than others as far as finding better quality items for the shop. Right now, I would say I've traveled about an hour and a half outside of like my common areas to find more stores to check out. And it looks like I'll be traveling even further out. So I was looking for a backpack that was anti-theft, something that, you know, that was big enough to like where I could put like my camera, my laptop, but also something that I could carry that had like something closer to my body where I could put like my wallet, my keys and stuff like that. Because anybody who goes thrifting or, you know, vintage shopping knows you spend hours not just looking at things, but like picking them up, turning them over, checking them for quality, and checking for the, you know, the condition of the item to see if there are any like tears or scratches, things that aren't immediately visible. So you're out there for a while, and I wanted to find something that would be comfortable so that I had like wider straps, but something that would allow me to carry a bit more with me when I'm traveling further out. So looks like it has just this one big pocket in the front, this smaller pocket. It kind of looks like a pencil case size, like a small size. And then here, places for pencils. You can see that. And then a slightly bigger pocket. Let's see. So on the sides, there are places where you can put like a water bottle, things like that on either side. And then these are what I found really interesting. These you can plug your headphones or a USB cord into, so if you have like a power pack, it looks like on the inside have everything hooked up here. So have your headphone cord or your phone plugged up here instead of having to like plug it up into a wall and then have the cord and then have your phone. You can have it a lot closer to you, which I do like. And on the inside, which is pretty big, and it has this nice mesh net. This is where I would put like my laptop, slightly bigger items. It looks like it unfolds to a pretty good size. But this is something that I would consider for light travel. This is not something that I would take if I was like, for example, going out of the state. But if it's something where I'll be like out pretty much the day or like half a day, I would definitely check it out. So on the back, there's this little strap and then a deeper pocket here. You know what? I would actually put my laptop here in this deeper pocket and then something lighter on the mesh pocket that's on the other side here. Just wanted to get a better quality backpack, something that's like easy to carry and has those like anti-theft features on it, but nothing really like heavy duty. So this other box I got is for my external hard drive cases. Because of all of the photos and videos that I save now on my computer for YouTube and my online store, it started to use up my internal storage a lot faster. So I just got a 5-pack of these Orico Leading Technology cases. So they come in 5 different colors, which I did like because it'll be easy for me to identify which one I'm working from. And I got the, what was it, the 3.5 inch wide. Because I use the Lussier and the Seagate external hard drives. Oh yeah, that'll work. So they're kind of padded inside, very simple. So most external hard drives that I have also come with a cord, and I was wondering where I would store those if it was too tight, because some cases I saw were really designed specifically for one shape and one size and were very fitted, and the ones I have are a couple different sizes, so I wanted to make sure that they would all fit. Regardless of that. Plus the cords will fit in there too. And they feel like really heavy, like really good quality. So yeah, this will work. I don't have a full like traveling gear set up yet where I have like a camera, a tripod, extra cables and things like that. Not yet. So this is just to get me started. So I got these two frames. They came with glass and backing and all of that. I got these from Etsy because they were the exact size of some prints that I've been wanting to get framed. And I'm going to sand them down a little bit and then paint them white because I didn't like this color. When I put the prints in, I just didn't like how it looked together. Hold on, let me grab them. This is a print from Fran Nerd's shop. It's a recreation of Ophelia. And then this is a print that I found at a vintage store. I had this mat made for it because the one that was already in the frame that it came in, it had some water damage and stuff, so I just got a new one that was very close to the colors in it, but I thought it was really beautiful, and it kind of reminds me of growing up in Virginia a little bit. So this one is going in the smaller one, and then this one is going in the bigger one. And I also found a mat that matches the deeper purple tones in this print. They're both really lovely quality prints, so I wanted to do something a bit more special with them. So a project like this where I'm taking like a vintage element like the one print and a modern element like this brightly colored illustration, that is something that I want to use when I style this space, because right now it's very much a blank canvas and I want to add my kind of style where I have like modern and vintage elements balanced together. So I'm heading out to buy groceries and I noticed the top of my car is covered in ice, but inside, this is the windshield. Look at that. So it's what, March 27th? And this is what's happening right now. Why is Indiana like this? So I come home from picking up groceries and I see this. It's an egg. I'm gonna assume one of them did it
And it's just sitting there. It's just hatched, I'm assuming. And it's just like, oh yeah, we just laid an egg and just are going about our day. That's amazing to me.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sarah. I'm a creative writer, blogger, small business owner. If you're interested, I have a vintage shop at www.heyredshop.com. We also have an Etsy shop, and I'll make sure to put all the links below. I also write a blog to go with the shop. It's about like entrepreneurship and being a small business owner and what that's been like for me. I also have another blog where I write about film and TV shows. I'll make sure to add that in the links below as well. But this video is going to be more of a summary of the past couple of months here. If you're just tuning in, I moved from Virginia to Indiana, and I moved out to Indianapolis, and then I moved out to the country like an hour or so away. So in January, how long will that have been? That will have been like 2 months living in the country, getting acclimated to all of that. So it's like dead winter by the time that happened. So the first couple of months I'm doing physical therapy still, in recovery from my accident. I no longer have to see a chiropractor. I'm just doing all of my at-home exercises that were prescribed for me, and that's been helping a lot. Man, your spine health is really critical for your overall well-being, but that's a whole other conversation. So the first month of January is mostly photography time for me, because I live on a farm now and I have there's lots of live animals and things to take photos of pretty much every day. So you'll probably see a lot more like pictures of ducks and chickens and just random farm animals on my Instagram feed if you're interested. But it's been really interesting because outside of that, most of the things that I take pictures of are landscapes, cityscapes, not really a lot of like live animals specifically. So that has been like really exciting. Playing with the different settings on my camera and learning how to shoot them, especially because animals move a lot faster than people do, so that's been really cool to learn. February was more of the same. We got hit with a huge snowstorm, so I got some like really beautiful shots of everything just like covered in white snow. Everything looks different when you're out in the country after it snows. Like, the light is a lot whiter. It lasts, like the days seem to last a lot longer because of the reflections off the snow and everything. So cool. So outside of taking more photos, practicing photography, I mostly just got used to my neighborhood, just more or less walking around, walking the property line, interacting with neighbors, you know, so everybody's kind of used to seeing me here. And something I decided to do was kind of upgrade my equipment a little bit. Being a vintage store owner, you're on the hunt a lot, so it requires like quite a bit of traveling, driving to new places, spending like hours in different areas. So I decided to get a backpack that has like anti-theft features on it. Like, there's a pouch that sits like directly on my lower back where I can put like keys and things like that that aren't easily accessible from the outside of the bag. I got some covers for my external hard drives because I do YouTube now. The videos and photos really fill up a lot of my storage space, so I'm learning how to work off of external hard drives now because 2 terabytes is fine when you're just doing regular things at a regular pace, but with YouTube, I accumulate so many clips and sounds and random things that I might want to use, and it just eats up a lot of my storage space. So I've been doing that. I'll link the external hard drives that I've been using, which have been fine for me. I don't really carry them with me. I leave them at home, so they're not really for traveling to me. But they've been serving well. I haven't had any issues with them corrupting or anything like that, so I'm pretty happy with them so far. I got really into like interior design and decorating. My Pinterest feed is just like full of photos of these really colorful spaces all around the house, not just focusing on one area. And I'm like looking at trends in design and things, and something that I noticed is missing from my space is more artwork. I'm very inspired by different kinds of art, mostly like film and TV, but I love fine artists and illustrators and just finding inspiration on all of these little things. So I decided to start collecting the things that I am most inspired by and framing them and finding ways to display them. And let me tell y'all something that I didn't realize. There are different ways to display art, like the arrangements, and they have different names. There's the saloon style, which if you're interested, I recommend looking it up because I love it so much. And then there's like the typical gallery wall style, which is a bit too streamlined for me. If I had items that I thought were like the same size, same shape, and I wanted them kind of in crisp, neat lines, like a grid, I would go with that. But I like, you know, horizontal portraits, so in different sizes a lot of the art is, and I like the differences in like the texture and the sizes. So I'll let y'all know how that's going as I build up and buy more art. But in the meantime, I found some frames that I really liked, so I decided to kind of revamp them and paint them a little bit. Didn't work out. Ended up scraping off a lot of the paint and trying a couple different times for different looks. Like I went from like super white to like a medium brown, and then I tried more off-white colors. Ended up scraping that off, and in the last try, when I decided I didn't like it, the paint that I had was not very good. it leaves these little like white streaks on the frame, and when I popped the photos and the artwork in them to like test out and see how they looked, I actually liked how that came out the best, which is so strange because by the end of it I was like, I just wanted to be done. I had tried so many times, and when I like took a step back and looked at it, I realized that was it, which isn't that always how it goes? So now it's just me taking things very slow with my body, making sure to take care of my spine health, doing my exercises, making sure that I'm not sitting so much, using my standing desk, taking walks around the property. You guys will see a lot of farm stuff from me. One of the next videos that I'll have for you all is, and this is just if you guys are interested, I like it, so I decided to put some up here. Plus a friend of mine was really supportive, and she was like, you know, a lot of people don't have access to like the ambient, like natural ambient sounds on a farm, and some people might find it relaxing like you do, so you should share it with people. So I said okay. So the next few videos will be like the view of the farm from like different angles in different types of weather. I didn't manage to record anything from the snowstorm, but I do have some like rainy day clips that I think you guys will enjoy. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching the videos on my channel. You guys are awesome, and I'll talk to you next time.